A federal judge is accusing the Trump administration of stonewalling in the case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. In a scathing 8-page order, District Judge Paula Xinis called out the Justice Department. Take a look at this. She writes, the administration has, quote, failed to respond in good faith, and their refusal to do so can only be viewed as willful and intentional non-compliance. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman joins me here in Studio 57 to discuss this and other cases that you've been sitting in on. I know your inbox is full these days. You're juggling so much. Good morning to you. So here, the Trump administration says it has the right to withhold information due to privilege. What's the deadline the government faces tonight on that point?
Errol, the deadline is 6 p.m. tonight, and what the judge wants is for them to turn over this discovery that they were supposed to have already put together. She also wants them to justify this assertion of privilege. She wrote in this order yesterday that they've been asserting all sorts of privilege: attorney-client, work product, the deliberative process, state secrets. You know, they're sort of throwing the kitchen sink here, but they're not giving the legal basis for this. And she says you have to justify it. So by 6 p.m. today, they will have to turn in those documents and those justifications. Another turn in that case, really interesting. And another high-profile immigration case, you spoke with Mahmoud Khalil's lawyer last night. What are they telling you about what's happening with him? So he has two cases, but today is a deadline in his immigration case for them to seek forms of relief because a judge in that case decided that he is deportable under the statute that Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that he is adverse to U.S. foreign policy interests here. So today's the deadline for them to try to find a way to keep him in this country longer term, Errol. So this could be seeking asylum, withholding of removal, protection under the Convention of Torture. So that's due today. And then in his other habeas case in New Jersey, they've also filed an opposition in the Third Circuit Court of Appeals because the government is still contesting jurisdiction there, and that's related to his habeas petition where they're just trying to get him released altogether. And in all of these cases, it might be difficult for viewers to miss the importance of what's at stake. I know that you sat in on one case yesterday. 2 federal courts are temporarily blocking deportations under the Alien Enemies Act. What are the judges saying? Errol, this hearing that I was in yesterday was in the Southern District of New York, and this was very heated. It was with Judge Hellerstein, and he really went after the government in this hearing regarding the way they've been handling these detainees who have been sent to El Salvador, who may be sent. He says that the notice period that they have been providing is just not adequate. The government 24 hours. The government said they gave them 24 hours and a phone call. And, you know, he really said to them, how do you, and then they also said, you know, they can call the ACLU with that phone call. And he said, why would these people know that they can call the ACLU or how to call the ACLU even? He also said that he thinks that the Alien Enemies Act essentially may not be applicable here. He was talking about the differences between when it was first implemented and the way they're using it now. The government is trying to say that this proclamation by President Trump is unreviewable. That seemed to incense him even more. But the issue here is we're seeing these cases pop up all over the country because the Supreme Court said they have to be filed where these detainees are. So the ACLU is trying to tackle them one by one right now, although they have asked the Supreme Court to make a nationwide ruling on this so that there is a more uniform call for notice for what is required for a hearing and for these detainees to be able to contest what's happening to them in these cases. It's a lot of threads that you have to pull and follow, but such an important issue. Katrina Kaufman, thanks so much for joining us to discuss them all.